So RBA player LeBum James gets roasted. He gets cooked. He gets flame broiled all over social media for copying, for replicating former RFL player Deion Sanders' shoe design. So as you can see on your screen, a bunch of fans clowned and trolled LeBron James about stealing the shoe design from Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is far more respected than LeBron James. Deion Sanders is a legend. People love Deion Sanders shoes. LeBron James shoes aren't even better than Penny Hardaway shoes. I would rather wear some Skechers or Heelys with the wheels on them, the shoes that light up, before I support some LeBron James shoes. When you wear LeBron James shoes, your IQ points go down, way down. Deion Sanders has left a far greater impact on the RFL, more than LeBron James has done in his entire career. I'm pretty sure he didn't get Deion Sanders' approval on the shoes. But the media, if Deion Sanders were to come out and expose that LeBron James more than likely didn't get his approval or isn't going to split the earnings with Deion Sanders and his family, the public would bash Deion Sanders. And that's his shoe design. The public would literally call Deion Sanders a hater. But they'll say, oh, it's okay because he was just inspired by it. No, it's sad that we live in a world where people are so biased. You will have people literally disrespect Drake, attack Drake for so-called stealing lyrics, stealing bars. They got YouTube compilation videos chopped up of Drake so-called stealing rappers' bars. But here you have LeBron James stealing someone's shoe design. I mean, identical. And he's not going to get criticized for it. He's not going to get shamed for it. And this is what you have to resort to when your shoes ain't selling. Nobody wants those LeBron James shoes, even if they were free. This man, LeBron James, takes cloning to a whole nother level. I mean, I've been doing some research when it comes to cloning, but this leads me to believe that cloning has to be real, because I didn't know that there was any truth to cloning. But bruh, LeBron James is giving me a different outlook on cloning. I mean, he literally copied the exact same colorway, the exact same design. I mean, this man is so unoriginal. LeBron James is releasing some shoes that nobody cares about. Nobody is anticipating a LeBron James clown shoe. If you survey the landscape of the RBA, rarely do you see players running up and down the court wearing LeBron James shoes. Even in death, Kobe Bryant's shoes are one of the most sought after items in the world. Even WRBA players, female players, are wearing Kobe Bryant shoes. Juju Watkins wear Kobe Bryant shoes. Caitlin Clark wear Kobe Bryant shoes. Comparing LeBron James shoes to Michael Jordan shoes is like comparing Caitlyn Jenner to Bruce Lee. Players are selling Kobe Bryant shoes for tens of thousands of dollars. I'd rather wear some Dollar General shoes before I wear some LeBron James shoes. I would rather wear some Family Dollar brand shoes before I wear some LeBron James shoes. LeBron James' kids doesn't even want to wear his shoes. LeBron James lives in this bubble. He has his own world that he lives in. And in that bubble, only in that world, LeBron James is considered the best player on the planet. Only in that world, LeBron James is top 5, top 10 greatest of all time player. Only in that world, LeBron James can be compared to Michael Jeffrey Jordan. LeBron James is not even remotely close to being on the level of Michael Jordan. But in this world, they're sold these smoke screens. They're sold an illusion, told over and over again that LeBron James is somehow the greatest player of all time or top 2. That can only exist in their world, their program. But back to the LeBron James shoes. Nobody is lining up to wear the LeBron kicks. I don't know if he thought that he would put this shoe design out and no one would notice that he copied Deion Sanders' exact shoe concept. But I mean, it's blatant as day. But you'll have the bronsexuals, the LBJTQ, defending this behavior as if he done nothing wrong. Now, if the roles were reversed and someone would have stole one of LeBron James' ideas, his fans would have been crying and complaining, yelling plagiarism, upset, in an uproar, would have been all over the shade room, crying because someone stole one of his so-called ideas. The guy is a thief. And they'll twist it and say, oh, he was inspired by the shoe. No. This is what LeBron James does. Not only did he copy and steal the shoe design, he stole movie scripts from other films. He ruined classics. This is how you know that this was done intentionally. How do I know? LeBron James remade Space Jam and did Space Jam 2. No one had ever begged or asked for a Space Jam 2. No one even thought to say, hey, LeBron James would be the perfect candidate to do a reinstallment of Space Jam 2. LeBron James does House Party. I think he was involved in the remake of White Man Can't Jump. Anything that LeBron James is involved in is more than likely taken from somewhere else. LeBron James copied Michael Jordan's entire swag. LeBron James stole everything from Michael Jordan, from the jersey number to the movie, the chalk toss, etc. The man wants to be Michael Jordan. Everybody knows that Kobe Bryant is the closest thing to Michael Jordan that we've ever seen. And he should have been the one who did Space Jam 2. But instead, Kobe decided to take his own route and do his own film, Dear Basketball, which won an Oscar. LeBron James has never won an Oscar, but he did win a Razzie Award for Worst Performance. LeBron James is the joke of the century. If I bought some LeBron James shoes, I would just purposely step in dog poop every day. Nobody wants the LeBron James shoes. Donald Trump is far too focused on deporting immigrants. Let's stop focusing on immigration. Let's focus more on the deportation. Let's deport LeBron James to another country forever. Nobody wants to wear those shoes. People would rather stand in line for Kanye West Yeezys. I'm talking about camping out. I'm talking about lawn chairs. I'm talking about tents, sleeping bags, outside waiting for the Jordans to drop, waiting for the Yeezys to drop. People love phone posits more than they like the LeBrons. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if LeBron James starts his own makeup line and copy the Maybelline slogan. Maybe it's Maybelline. LeBron James shoes compared to Jordan shoes is like comparing Dove to Lever 2000. Nobody wants the orthopedic 7s. Nobody wants them DH Gate 12s. These ain't Deion Sanders shoes. No, these are the Deion Waiter 9s. These are the Deion Warwick 4s. Those them Celine Dion 8s. Those ain't the Deion Sanders, bruh. I would much rather wear FUBU shoes before I wear the LeBron James shoes. I'd rather wear Temu shoes before I wear the LeBron James shoes. LeBron James is the woman of the year. People feel empowered when they wear Michael Jordan shoes. This is how iconic Michael Jordan is. This is how much of an impact Michael Jordan has left on the game of basketball and culture in general. Although this is not a good thing, but you've had people lose their lives over Michael Jordan shoes. Nobody's losing their life over a LeBron James shoes. I mean, not saying that you should want to lose your life, but if you did, I would much rather lose my life over some Jordans than to lose my life over some LeBrons. I mean, how shameful and embarrassing is that, laying in a casket and the last thing you saw before you passed away was somebody to take you out of your misery for some LeBrons. Nobody want those EBT 12s. LeBron James has the worst shoe brand of all time. The younger generation, kids who have never even watched him play a day in their lives, wearing Jordan shoes, still talking about Jordans. Nobody's sitting around talking about LeBron James shoes. Michael Jordan shoes get sold instantly. LeBron James shoes are literally stuck on the shelves. Even if you try to pull them off the shelves or try to sell them, you can't. LeBron James has no originality. He has no creativity. LeBron James is so unoriginal. He was wearing some Jordan Dunks and wrote Air James on it. You want to be like Michael Jordan so bad. You don't have your own style. You don't know how to think outside the box. LeBron James can steal people's ideas, steal their shoe patterns and shoe concepts and shoe designs, and then take all the credit for it. All the money that LeBron James make off those Deion Sanders shoes. Will LeBron James donate that money or give that money back to Deion Sanders or his kids? Why would I pay for a replica of Deion Sanders' shoe when I could just buy the actual shoe? Michael Jordan didn't have to steal shoe designs from other players because he had great designers on his team. He let those people do their jobs. LeBron James is taking the same approach in a room when designing shoes, so his shoes is a reflection of him. Trash.